So it's console.log, as you can see it's giving success true, and we are interested in this data. So we are interested in this data, and this data will be reflecting back to that. So again, this is a first request, so it was this much at first. Now if we will do latest one, as you can see that's the same thing which we have. So it will request after 50 seconds, which I just said in the code. Get started with some HTML core script, so that our JavaScript which generates the canvas can be put on this HTML. Let's start with some script tag. First we will let this include from JS directory Three.js, and I need one of these again. This time we will be having from JS directory orbit controls.js. So basically the first one, Three.main.js, is a like library or file where all the objects and kind of all the things like what Three.js library offers. For WebGL things, all those will be there. And orbit controls actually key listener, mouse listener, action listener, anything performing on that object. So what will be the reflection action? So reflecting action will be performed. Definitions, all those will be there in orbit controls.js. And again, it's kind of like typing everything and explaining will take a little time, so it will consume much time. So I will be just going to code rundown, so that time consumption will be less. So let us take one more script tag, so where we can code our code. So let's declare some variables for now. So basically these are all the variables: scene, camera, renderer. So for Three.js the concept is something like this. So we can produce a scene by capturing using camera, and we have to render it the same scene using the camera when we are capturing. So basically like this, when we want to produce a screen, it is getting captured by camera, which is going to render it. So again, these are some variables for that, and these are for this leaf, stem and cube geometry. All those are like, and this skybox which I will describe. So all these are for tree and skybox, as you know, which I just described for that all surrounding view thing. We will write our function of initializing. So I have already written my code, so I'll just grab that. So this fetch tree is basically like actually from team trees, this data we will get this data using the wrapapi, which I explained previously. So we will fetch that and keep in this header for h1 header, and then what we will do is set interval, and we will call this function like 50 seconds, after 50 seconds repeatedly, so that it will be like Ajax call, so that it will without refreshing it will just be updated. And I will use one algorithm, so that based on like just a calculation based on how much amount, dividing that, getting the floor value, all those things, so that much amount of trees will be planted. That I will show you afterwards. So this is the thing. And then scene, as I said, camera setting up, perspective camera we are using. So here so many, as you can see, when you come to Three.js library, creating a scene, and as I said, all those things will be there. So three things are needed: scene, camera and renderer, so that we can render the scene with camera, as I've said. And here in perspective camera we have a field, aspect ratio, or near and far clipping plane, all those things. Practical, like most probably we'll do the same thing, so get the entire screen area for this aspect ratio, field of view, near and far clipping plane, all those things. And we are setting the camera position, and again we need to render it and all those things, and we are setting the controllers, orbit controllers. I said any action listener, mouse listener, key listener, anything if we want to perform, we need to use these things. And we are giving light so that any color if we have in the object, it will be visible. And now we are using material array. So this is actually to load these things, the images, top view, side view, left view, right view, bottom view. As I have said that Skybox concept, all this will be loaded and this will be pushed. And we are using mesh material, mesh basic material. Actually there are a lot of properties and this type of what we say templates. You can just look up in Three.js, which is again used for WebGL, all those things. And we are iterating through the loop, and then we are setting up all those things. And like from that arrays we are using in this box geometry. Three.js has a built-in template like thing, box geometry. We are setting it up, and we are using that geometry and array in Skybox thing, so that we can add that Skybox to the scene, so that entire this thing will be visible like this. I will show you one second. So this is the total box. As you can see, this is the Skybox thing. So whenever we go inside, this is the inside thing. So whenever we rotate, you assume that this is like we are already in that place, surrounded by 360 degrees, something like that. Actually it's a box, as I have shown you. So these are the pictures, top view, and this all gets stitched alongside, and this beautifully forms like this. So that is the thing. Now we will move to further code runner. So basically the code is almost ready. So here I will call the animate function. So this animate function, what it does, all this cool looking animation like effect, rotation, actually it's stitched all those images, Skybox concept which I said, all will be stitched. And this cool animation thing which recursively or continuously calls in a loop, refreshes continuously and forms this animation. And again by mouse listener, key listener, action listener, anything, if it performs like this thing, that is because of that animate function which renders it animatedly by calling continuously. So again afterwards we will be moving to this tree function. Actually we are creating a stem object and then leaf, dark, light, and we'll all be attaching that tree, and that tree indirectly we are going to attach to the scene. That's how I will show you. So we are again setting a rotation, and like for a cool thing like globe thing, so whenever someone contribute, like give donation, it will be formed like a globe, so that it will be like an earth, so that we can see how many donations has been set. And again this calculation I will show you afterwards. So here the entire leaf starts from grow tree, so this will be called afterwards. I will show you how. Whenever this grow tree function is called, we are calling this random angle at first. Before tree we are calling, but before we are calling random angle. So whenever the random angle is being called, so we will be getting a set of three angles, and this will be passed to the tree function u, and these angles will be taken by all those wherever it's required, and we will be getting a tree object. Now this tree object should be planted over that globe, so that we can get a cool effect like globe effect. So that tree has been planted by someone. If someone has been donating any amount, by calculating this much amount, this many trees should be planted in the globe. So that we are doing, and we are returning the tree, so that the scene dot add, we are passing the tree, so that the scene, we will be updating the scene with the new trees. And those calculations, how many trees should be planted for this much amount, I will show you later. And so again this scene is the same thing which we use for Skybox. So in the scene, by using the camera, we are capturing the scene for suppose, and rendering the scene using the camera, and then we are placing all these objects of Tree.js. Like again Skybox is also placed in scene. Light, again light is actually used to, like, all the appearance should be seen for the objects, reflection should be seen, we will be using light. And basically yeah, that's it, the basics of Three.js. So once the trees has been set in that globe, so now we will be coming to the main concept, like where we are calling this grow function. So when we will call this grow trees function, so that brings us to the concept of wrapapi. So this number has been taken from this team trees. I hope you know this team trees. Here all the donations are there, so this is the thing which we are interested. So based on this we will calculate how many trees should be planted by this much amount. So for suppose they are like here it's given as $1 one plant, so 200 trees, $200 they are giving, so 200 will be incremented over here. So for that, in our globe, our globe, how many trees should be planted? So you can't plant 200, it will be very clumsy, and again it's like WebGL, all the computers should handle that much load. Graphical usage, like graphical processing unit GPU which we have, it has some control over that. So if we overload that graphical usage and give more burden to GPU, then again it may crash. So the calculation I will show you. So before that, this is a wrapapi. So basically in backend, by using Python and Node.js, we can just web scrap this data, this number which we are taking from team trees. This number we can just web scrap and we can keep over here. But in front end, if you are going to do that, we will be having a violation of course. It's popular actually, cross origin request like policy. So this to avoid this problem, we have wrapapi. So using the CSS selector, we can just scrap that data. So, and again, this is CSS selector, we are looking for hashtag total trees. So this one, this header of that header or anything of that. So if you just preview that, as you can see, we will be getting this JSON data. So in that we need to go to data and then hashtag total trees, and we are interested in this number. So we want to fetch it and we will use it. That I will show you how to do that. So basically we need to use by this like this. I'm just giving a function fetch trees. In that I'm calling the Ajax request. You can give normal JavaScript request or Ajax request. Ajax is again for asynchronous way. It's pretty much documented in that wrapapi itself, and here you have to keep your wrapapi key. I have just declared over here. You can just use that itself. And post method again from your from where you want the URL of that wrapapi, where you have produced like settings of that API, your account URL actually pretty much, and you need to link to an app so that it will be identified which app you are going to use that API. And again, it's like Restapi concept. We want to like request the API, and in return it will give a response, JSON response, which I just showed you. So in that JSON response, we are interested in this data. You can pretty much show in your h1 tag this data, and yeah, it's pretty much that. So once it's done, the function is executed properly, so we will console.log that. So it's console.log, as you can see, it's giving success true, and we are interested in this data. So we are interested in this data, and this data will be reflecting back to that. So again, this is a first request, so it was this much at first. Now if we do latest one, as you can see, that's the same thing which we have. So it will request after 50 seconds, which I have just said in the code. As you can see, fetch trees will be called for every 50 seconds. So that's the basic thing in initializing init function, which I called over here, defined over here. And then pretty much what we can do, if data is success, in num trees variable we are storing data. Again, this will come in data and then total trees. This number will be there in this first data, that is like we are getting from here the JSON body, everything, and in that we are looking in data and then in total trees ID. So this number will be fetched in num trees. Now this cache is actually this one, header tag, this one. Now in that, what we will just using the jQuery, and we will just update that by using the format number, so that all those like million, thousands, everything will be coming with the commas and everything. This is a function basically format num. And then what we are going to do is we are going to find the difference. Actually I'm just dividing by 10,000. You can do anything. So the num tree is divided by 10,000 minus current tree. Current tree is set to 0. So for suppose if we have 10,000, like 10,000 amount has been like given, like donated, so 10,000 by 10,000 we will get 1 minus 0, so 1 tree will be planted. So if difference is greater than 0, current tree will be incremented. So current tree now is 1. So grow tree now will grow the amount of difference, which your difference is 1. So grow tree 1, grow tree comes, we will be coming over here. So grow tree, and we are sending n, so that many times it will loop. So for just one time it will loop 0 to 1, so it just less than 1, not equal to 1. So for just one loop it will be executed, so one tree will be generated. So here scene.add tree, random angle will be first executed, then tree will be executed by taking the random angle's return value as a parameter, and then that all this thing, that return tree is over here. So the tree will be, the object will be given to us, that will be added to the scene, that basically added to the globe, because we are added a skybox thing. And again I have set the rotation over here, so that rotation forms a globe. So that will be added to the scene. Now if we want to check, like in a real time, if you want to check, so donation should be made for that. Okay, let's see it. Once I will just monitor it. Whenever some donation happens, I will let you know. Basically I'm just